Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stopped.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with the Pats. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Pick drop by Trayvon Diggs. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Patriots at 11-2 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The tight end in motion right. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, a run with Patterson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On first down, Carr. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second and very short, Carr. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gano out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. With a first down as they begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. But right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26.
They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Carr to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, but that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 626!
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
10 yards on the big play.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's McBride. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 63 yards.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's McBride.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb running to the wide side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To try again after the sack. Carr. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This from 44 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. That's complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a give left side for Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were ultra-confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Throwing on first down is Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Carr now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Another try after the first down sack. Carr had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
93.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is gonna take over on down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Rodgers looking to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That's complete. It's Collins.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots